Yo, what's up guys, Spartan Cat, and in today's Battlecats video, I am ranking the best anti-alien in each rarity, and it's going to go from normal to legend, and everything in between. All stats are going to be level 50 with max fruits and treasures, so please keep that in mind as you watch this video, because that's how the stats were done. And also, if you guys have any comments, thoughts, or if you just enjoy the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications, and also leave your thoughts down below. But getting into the video is going to be the first unit on this list, and the first unit is going to be Macho Legs for a couple reasons. One, because there are no other anti-alien units in the normal category, and two, Macho Legs is just a really solid anti-alien unit, 600 cost, so has strong as well, so taking less than half the damage, dealing almost 2 times the damage. Spammable, only costs 600 cents, so you could use him in a variety of situations. Good generalist stats and abilities as well, so when you're playing in mixed stages or stages with a few enemies or a lot of enemies, there's a lot of versatility that comes with Macho Legs. So going to give him an A for effectiveness against aliens, and also make sure to stay tuned to see who the alternate is. It's going to be a toss-up, and we'll see if you're expecting the ending. I will give you a hint, though. The 2 units that will be competing for that top Uber spot are on the thumbnail that you clicked on. Moving on from normal Macho Legs is none other than his little brother, Lil Macho Legs. And Lil Macho Legs is different from Macho Legs because it knocks back aliens, it breaks barriers, and when fully talented, could pierce shields. So more of a support role here instead of a damage pusher role. And honestly, pretty effective unit as well. In terms of being a special, there really are not many good alien generalists in the special rarity. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there are not many anti-special alien specialists in that rarity. So the fact that Will Macho Legs steps up and is pretty good just like his brother makes it a solid serviceable A, and with a special rarity, you could use it in 4-star stages. A lot of Cats of the Cosmos restriction stages will allow you to use it, and it has a slew of effects and abilities, so don't take it for granted. I don't think it's as good as the OG, but still a very solid support unit. In the top rarity category is going to be Catalyte, and I think Catalyte is an A in terms of effectiveness for not only the strong against aliens and not only the cheap price and the really good recharge and everything, but Catalyte's also immune to weaken, slow, and warp, so you could use him against a ton of Advent bosses and everything. You could use him in Cats of the Cosmos, obviously, and just a very, very good meat shield. And despite only targeting one trait, he does a great job at being a specialist against that one trait, and he definitely has a niche as an anti-alien meat shield. And similarly to Lil Macho Legs, he is rare, so he could be used in a bunch of restriction stages, such as 4-star or Advent or Cats of the Cosmos, as I've mentioned. But very good unit, and it definitely does well in the anti-alien meta. Moving on from Catalyte is going to be a cat that I was not very familiar with until recently, and that's going to be Soap Cat. And Soap Cat, I'm going to give an S tier. And if you don't know who Soap Cat is, at level 50 with the max fruits, nearly 1 million effective health when fighting against alien enemies and weakening them. So similar to Rocat, very high health against reds, for example, and weakens, so that doubles the effective health of all of your units. But this is essentially anti-alien Rocat, so you can only imagine how good that is, but the slow recharge is a bit of a problem. If you'd like to bring research combos, feel free, but you're going to have to accept that Soap Cat is a bulkier meat shield and more of a shield than just a meat shield, more of like more of a barrier between you and the enemies. So Soap Cat is going to get an S tier, and yeah, just thinking of a meat shield with 1 million effective health is insane to think about, honestly. And the moment you guys have been waiting for, though, the alternates. And unfortunately, the alternate's going to be Aphrodite. And Aphrodite does not get the top Uber spot for me just because of how good Boar is, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. But Aphrodite is incredible. great as a generalist, better generalist than Bora by a lot because of the range and everything and the base stats. But the real difference between them is that Bora is resistant to aliens. And this video is about specialists. So, so Aphrodite, very good generalist, better well-rounded unit than Bora. But just Bora having the higher DPS and the higher health is huge. And the recharge, the price, all of that stuff comes into play. And Aphrodite, phenomenal unit, but did not make the cut for the best anti-alien Uber in the game. And so that honor will go to Bora. And Bora is going to take the top of this list for now. And Lumina will be next. But Bora is just incredibly powerful. 428,000 health. I mean, 33.4 thousand DPS. Those numbers are absolutely berserk. I know that this is max fruits and level 50 stats, but if you're in the later part of the game like me, and you're still fighting alien enemies, then Bora is pretty much a first thought to put into your lineup if you have him. And you could always talent him and everything too. This doesn't take talents into account, this list. So keep that in mind. You could always get the damage and health buff that gives it another 20% damage, DPS, and health. So just, yeah, insane. And I do think it was the resistance that set it apart from Aphrodite. But Aphrodite, very highly recommended, even if you're not fighting aliens, which I can't say the same about Bora. You know, Bora is a decent generalist, but Aphrodite is great as one. And Lumina, I'm not going to try to pronounce the evolve name because I'm going to butcher that. You know what, actually, let me try. I like trying new things. Luminalia. All right, Luminalia. And yeah, all right. Luminalia has 1.51 million effective health. And with 375 range, not going to be attacked a whole lot, kind of like Babel, but the real kicker is 11,000 DPS as well. Guaranteed barrier breaker, immune to slow, immune to warp, fast recharge, good cost. All of these factors combined make Luminalia a very, very powerful tank, and not only a tank, but a support unit, because 5-digit DPS from mid-range is not that bad at all. I mean, you know, granted it's level 50 stats and fruits and everything, but 11,000 DPS is quite good for the, and you know, very powerful in terms of just absorbing and coming back out every 70 seconds. I mean, geez, what else do you want? I think every 70 or 80 seconds you can send a new one of these things out, and you pretty much have I don't know, a huge border in between you and your enemies. Good luck getting past that. I mean, it's like a wall, but it's insane, man. Similarly to Soap Cat, but with more range, higher stats, and good DPS, and just more features. But this is my list. If you guys agree, disagree, not that. If you guys agree, disagree, have any thoughts, anything, please leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for making it this far. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you enjoyed this video. But Spartan Cat signing off, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Peace.